Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Tales of Berseria. Today, we're gonna...
You sure know how to drive a hard bargain, Velvet.
Get interrupted.
What else was I supposed to do? Would you rather I devoured him and swiped all his stuff?
You're more frightening than the Reaper.
Still, that Turtles was an interesting guy.
It's a big world, kid. Lot of strange folks out there.
So I'm discovering.
He probably took one look at us and thought the very same thing.
A demon, a Moloch, and a Reaper. We've got it all.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway, like I was going to say before we got cutscened away. Oh, Lordy Jesus. Last time we made it through this cave together with Eizen and Moloch number 2, who are our newest party members, on our way to Vortigern in order to break on through the gate. In this episode, we've got more character skits and cutscenes.
What are turtles, anyway?
Some sort of turtle men.
Yeah, but what are they?
They are what they are. All you need to know is that they're good at peddling things.
They're probably just called turtles because they wear all those sea turtle shells on their backs. After all, Rokuro means sixth son, and that's what I am.
I was Teresa's second tethered Malachim, so I was number 2.
That's a title, not a name.
Huh?
Would someone just give the kid a name already?
A name? For me?
Well, we'll have to worry about the whole name stuff later. Nothing we can really do about it now, but keep on traversing through this dungeon and not get attacked by those scorpions because they're really annoying and I hate fighting them. Who do I have at the front? I have Velvet at the front. Oh, jeez, we took a beating at some point. Yeah, let's set this up. There we go. Recover a little health with that food. You can't really recover health with food in battle, but you can outside of battle, and that's really useful because you want to save your gels for emergencies and whatnot. But anyway, while we're walking through this dungeon, oh boy, I wanted to talk a little bit about some what's the best way to phrase it? External media, I guess. Oh, we're actually almost there.
Looks like Ifrit's first mate has a strange superstition.
It's just a habit. Only comes up tails anyway.
What land did that coin come from? I've never seen a coin with a goddess on one side and the Reaper on the other.
Strictly speaking, that's not the Reaper on the back. It's an image of the Demon King, Daus.
Where have I heard that name before?
Martel the goddess, and Daus, the demon king. The Book of Ragnarok, chapter 765. The Battle of Yggdrasil.
Whoa, you're awfully well read. The coin was dug up from some ancient ruins in another land. They called the place Carlin long ago. It's made from soft, ordinary gold, but they had some process to harden the metal and make it resistant to scratches.
Wow, that's a rather rare find then.
Do you like to read books?
Teresa's chamber was full of them, so I spent a lot of time reading. Ragnarok is a record of battles from the Age of Myth. I've read it several times now.
Anyway, coins like that are hard to come by. Where did you get it?
It's a long story.
Never mind then.
So, were you deciding something with that coin toss?
Not anything I can talk about yet.
Oh, I'm sorry for prying.
But anyway, assuming that I actually get a chance to speak, I do want to talk about something. This is a very pretty looking area, although music's a little dour. One thing I really do appreciate about Berseria is that it has some really nice looking colorful environments, and that's something I'm always behind in my JRPGs. But anyway, as for what external media I was talking about, there's actually an anime series for Tales of Zestiria called Tales of Zestiria the Axe. That was an enemy. Whoops! Anyway, the reason why I bring it up is because there was a couple of episodes that actually cover some of Tales of Berseria too. Most of what they talk about Berseria is either like what we covered in episode, I think it was episode 2 or 3, basically everything that happened on the prison island. And that's all they really cover for like most of what they cover, but they also touch upon some things that are, well, spoilery for this game.
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were.
But regardless, the reason why I wanted to talk about this was mostly just to touch upon a little bit how it relates to, or how it manages to make a more solid connection between Zestiria and Berseria, and I thought it was really, really nice. Not that the anime was more than average, but...
There's no guard. Do we just go in?
Wait. This isn't what I expected.
There's a barrier over it?
They changed the security.
You weren't kidding, were you? That scorpion and this barrier, all part of your curse.
You'll be lucky if that's the worst of it.
A direct assault would be a bad idea. What's the plan?
Down the cliff, there should be an entrance used during the fortress's construction. We'll check that.
You did your research.
I had to, didn't I?
Okay. Wow. You know, in real life, you couldn't pay me enough money to walk on a formation like that. Hell no! But this is a video game, and I did this kind of stuff in Xenoblade, so... easy money. I miss that game sometimes. A lot of times. So one day, I promise, I will go back and finish editing the side quest episodes. I have all the... I was about to say pre-post game. The pre-post game side quests done, just not the post game ones yet. At least for recording. But yeah, I'll get back to that eventually.
Is that the way in?
This one's actually guarded.
Which means there's no barrier. Let's move, everyone.
Stop! Those guards are...
Careful! They're not what they seem!
Alright, we've got a couple of lizard men here, now that these guards have gone demon. They're armored demi-humans with a weakness to earth, and they're apparently very weak to hidden arts.
What kind of curse is this, Eizen?
I warned you, didn't I?
Oh, he really did. Anyway, let's just pummel these guys. They're nothing special, really. Yeah. I was trying to, I don't know, inflict some sort of status ailment and just farm stuff off of them, but let's just finish them.
You wouldn't expect these guards to carry the demon blight. Is this your curse again?
Probably.
If I'd charged in, that might have turned ugly. Thank you for stopping me.
Don't thank me. He's the one who noticed the danger.
In that case, I'll be counting on you to keep watch. After all, we've got a Reaper with us. Who knows what else we'll find.
Huh?
She's saying it's all right to talk.
Understood. Keeping watch.
Alright, future me, you gotta show this, cause that was something real cool during that cutscene. Show the picture in the menu for Moloch number 2 before this cutscene happened. Yeah, you like that? He has light in his eyes now. It just lit up immediately and then the picture changed. I love that detail. Ugh, it's so good.
Looks like there are demons inside as well. Don't tell me, Eizen. You're the source of demon blight?
Nope. It's just our bad luck to be around when it's spread. This is what it means to walk with the Reaper. You've only yourselves to blame.
It works in our favor. The enemy won't be capable of an organized response.
And we're a small group. Our mobility will be an advantage in the chaos.
So, Eizen, how do we open the sea gate?
The controls ought to be located in the upper part of the gate. We'll activate them and then send a signal.
Got it. To the top of the gate, then.
Alright, this is Vortigern, and the enemies around here are a little tougher than what we've fought in the past. We also have one of those areas where the music doesn't change from the area to the battle. Anyway, we got these guys, the Wraiths. They are weak to non-elemental and fire. You know my opinion about that already. And they're also undead enemies, which I don't believe we've actually seen or intentionally seen their Therianized Breaksoul. Status ailment rate up for undead Therianization, and we still don't get to see what they give us. Okay, well, that's fine. Not too tough. Let's see. These guys... Oh, there's a lot of these guys. I don't remember if we've run into bats before. But... well, it'll be fine. Where'd they... ah, there it is. Oh, they're real small is the issue, which makes it hard for me to hit them, even with, like, semi-auto, just because the hitboxes don't always go where I want them to. I believe I did this in the last episode, or at least did something approximating this in the last episode. But you notice how I have a lot of arts of certain elements set on certain buttons, where I have the B button with some fire elemental moves, the X button with some water, and then the A button with some earth elemental, or the Y button with some earth elemental moves. I did that intentionally, just because weakness combos are, well, a thing. It makes it easier for me to remember what moves are on which button when it comes to elements, just by binding those buttons to, or the element to a button that matches the same color. That's why I have, like, Earth on yellow, because, well, the Y, or Earth on Y, because the Y button's yellow, and it helps me keep that straight. You don't have to sort your arts this way, but I find that it's a really helpful method of just making sure you're always targeting elemental weaknesses just by virtue of having all of your element on a certain button. Obviously, we can't quite do it to complete effect, just because, well, we don't have very many arts of very many elements, but that'll change as the game progresses.
A fortress with a sea gate that blocks the entire strait. It's crazy what the Abbey can build.
Until recently, I might not have believed it possible.
It's no sweat if you're using Malakim as tools.
If Malakim can be made a blade to fell demons, they can also be made a hammer to forge metal.
It's another way the Abbey and the Kingdom show their dominance to the people. It says, do not resist, submit.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Disgusting.
Agreed.
Give me them their monolithic empire force for good is not quite as good as it makes itself out to be, huh? That's a pretty impressive ship, though, I'm not gonna lie. And that's a really impressive gate, holy crap. Yeah, they're not kidding, huh? Do we have stuff this big in real life? You know what this reminds me of, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Remember way back in Let's Play Xenoblade 2? That huge-ass gate in the back of Fonsamima? That's what that reminds me of, except this might actually just be... I don't know if this is more or less impressive. It's kind of both at the same time, because, like, at one hand, pretty sure this is, like, way bigger than that gate, but, like, on the other hand, that other one was built into the side of a Titan, and I don't know. I'm really rambling to fill space here.
This door should lead to the gate, but it looks like they've got it locked up tight.
Well, brute force is out.
Intruders! How dare you set foot in our domain!
Where's the key?
I am a proud knight of Midgand. I'm not about to yield to the likes of petty demons.
There's nothing I hate more than someone else trying to control the direction of my life. My wheel is mine to hold. If I'm not the one steering the ship, then I'm not truly alive.
The one steering.
Indeed, and my entire life is devoted to the defense of this fortress.
Then you better be ready to accept all that happens to you in the line of duty. Maybe it's time we found out just how deep your devotion truly goes. Take it easy. There's 9 more fingers to go.
Wait! The key is in the control room. Through there.
One more question. Which way to the battleship?
Straight ahead. Up the stairs.
Got it.
Well, thank you for handling that.
It just comes naturally. We need that key, but we also need to take out the battleship before it sails against the Von Eltia.
He's right. The control room or the docks? Which will it be?
Let's start searching.
Okay.
Oh my god, Eizen just radiates big JoJo energy sometimes, I swear to god. Literally just walking up to him all menacing like. Anyway, we've got a couple of options here for which we could do first. We can either head for the gate room first or destroy the battleship first. We gotta do both, basically, but, well, we at least have something amounting to the illusion of choice at the very least, so, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's go that way first, I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking going for the control room first. Anyway, we've got another character skit to watch.
You know, you're pretty good with your fists, Eizen.
Not as good as you are with your swords.
I feel like I've seen a lot of your crew with swords. Do you really never use them yourself?
No, not with the Reaper's curse, I don't. It likes to rear its head at the worst times. I've broken blades just by unsheathing them, and once, just as I was about to deliver a finishing blow, my blade separated from the hilt and went flying. That sort of thing. A sword isn't something I can rely upon when my life is at stake. I fight using only my own body. That's one less thing that can go wrong.
It's too bad you're not a swordsman. I bet we could have had a hell of a fight.
I wouldn't need a sword to make it interesting. What do you say? Want to try your sword against my curse?
Sure, if the right time comes. Just don't whine when I end up winning.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, here's where the real show starts. Do we have a plan first, mate?
The fortress guards are almost all ordinary soldiers. Just a handful of exorcists to deal with.
They went to the trouble to build this huge gate. You'd think they'd keep it better defended.
You don't need an army of exorcists to keep a bunch of disorganized pirates under control, do you?
As long as they're fighting ordinary humans, the Royal Army would suffice.
So a few exorcists as officers is all they need.
It was built as a symbol of the Empire, but it seems Artorias is the one really giving the orders. The Abbey directs security and defense, and Imperial soldiers are under Exorcist command.
We aim for the Exorcists then. The harder they are, the more fun it'll be.
Ready to bust some heads?
I'd rather cut them, actually.
Yay, violence! Woo! Oh, jeez!
Don't get overconfident.
Don't you just love it when the lizard men materialize out of nowhere? What are y'all weak to? Earth? Okay, well. Boy, I gotcha. Megasonic Thrust is all nice and good and all, but it's a little difficult to use. Let's see. What did I just... Oh. There's an amber fragment over there. Looks like we're getting a little low on time, but we're almost to the other side. We'll just break on through to the other side. Oh, a life bottle. Very handy. I don't think I mentioned this before, but life bottle is one of those consumables that has a very limited quantity. You can only have like 16 of them in your inventory at a time for, I guess, gameplay balancing reasons or something. How did I... Avian Therianized.
Your style.
Anyway, there's a lot of enemies in kind of the rooftop things here, like these wall men. They're weak to wind and resist water, which I bound to the same buttons, so I'm the idiot now. But anyway, what makes these guys kind of pesky is that if you attack them from behind, here, I'll show you. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, if you attack them from behind... Oh, that counted as a quick step? Anyway, these guys have like a crap ton of defense is the issue here. And that means that it'll take a lot just to get through them all. And they love to defend. And when they slam down like that when you're mid-attack, they'll stun you and you'll lose a soul, as well as, you know, mobility. So it kind of makes them really damned annoying to fight. Let's see, Verbena over there. And let's head down here, because I don't really want to fight these big-ass armored guys anymore. Let's see. I could have sworn there's more in this room, but I guess not. Nothing here but them cats' souls. We're getting a lot of them, surprisingly enough. Okay! We're having a lot of fun with draw distance today, aren't we, viewers? Okay. Let's see. What do we got here?
Won't open. It's locked from the inside.
That's a real thick door, too. This must be the control room, right?
That's my guess. We need another way in.
That window would probably work, if it wasn't all barred up.
It looks like a standalone building. Maybe we can find something on one of the other walls.
Let me in! Let me in! But anyway, we'll have to find a way inside the control room in the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Berseria. See you guys then!